Friends, you all must have seen many videos on the internet where people are seen playing with wild animals that they have kept as pets. But what if someone's beloved pet becomes the reason for their death? In this video, I'm going to tell you about some unlucky people who got killed by their own pets. So let's begin our countdown. Number 5. A woman named Aletta, who loved reptiles, kept a large cage with more than 70 Black Mamba snakes in her house. She raised them like her children and loved them dearly. One day, when Aletta's neighbor returned home, they found her unconscious in her home. They immediately called the police and an ambulance. When the police arrived and saw Aletta's condition, they discovered she had died. But no one could understand the reason for her sudden death. Later, when her autopsy was done, it was found that she had died from a snake bite. Apparently, that day, Aletta had forgotten to lock the snake cage, and a Black Mamba bit her on the arm, causing her death. The venom of this snake is so lethal that saving a person is almost impossible, even if they are taken to the hospital in time. The chances of survival are very low. Number 4. This snake owner you see is named Mark Vogel, who lived in Germany. Normally, when insects come into people's houses, it causes irritation, and they try their best to get rid of them. But Mark was very different from normal people. You will be surprised to know that he had over 200 insects in his house, and they were all his pets. Among these pet insects were more than 30 spiders. Not only that, but he had also kept one of the world's most dangerous spiders, the Black Widow, as his pet. One day, Mark suddenly went missing after locking his house. His friends kept searching for him for days, but they couldn't find any trace of Mark. Finally, they filed a complaint with the police, and when the police broke into Mark's house and searched inside, they found his lifeless body lying there, covered with insects. These insects were feasting on Mark's body. When an autopsy was conducted, it was revealed that Mark's death was caused by a Black Widow spider bite. Apparently, he was alone in the house, and one day, the spider suddenly bit him, but he didn't take the bite seriously. He didn't know that the Black Widow could actually take his life. Even more disturbing than this is what happened next. When he died, his pet insects started eating his body. It is really unbelievable. Friends, wild boars are also one of the most aggressive animals in the world. They are like wild pigs and are usually found in forests. However, a person named Clash from California liked this animal so much that he kept one as a pet in his backyard. Clash was very fond of keeping exotic animals, and he loved his wild boar dearly, feeding it every day with his own hands. On December 5, 2004, Clash took breakfast to the backyard for the wild boar, but he didn't return for 2 hours. His wife thought he might have gone out for some work. When he didn't come back by the afternoon, his wife went to check in the backyard. There, she found Clash's lifeless body on the ground. His wife panicked and immediately called the police. When the police arrived, they discovered that Clash's death was caused by an attack from the wild boar. The animal had brutally bitten him on the head. This is the kind of behavior you can expect from a wild animal. This is a bird that belongs to a person named Marvin. Marvin was very fond of keeping Australian birds. One day, he went to his farm to see a bird that looked like an emu. It was quite dangerous, but Marvin liked it a lot and wanted to keep it as a pet. One day, while Marvin was wandering around his farm, the bird suddenly attacked him. The bird, with its long legs, not only ripped Marvin's face, but also started clawing his body. Marvin somehow managed to muster the courage to take out his phone and call the police, but by the time they arrived, it was too late. He was shifted to the hospital, but before the doctors could begin treatment, he succumbed to his injuries. As we all know, bears are one of the most aggressive animals in the world. They are mostly seen in forests and mountains and are known to be very dangerous, having killed many people. Despite knowing all this, a person named Michael living in Pennsylvania, and his wife kept a bear as a pet in their house. By the time they realized that their decision was wrong, it was too late. They both loved the bear like their own child, and the bear was very friendly with everyone in the house. The bear's owner, Kellyanne, often cleaned its cage, but whenever she did so, the bear would usually be outside. One day the bear was in the cage, and the owner started cleaning it. As soon as she began sweeping, the bear suddenly attacked her. Kellyanne's children, seeing the bear mauling their mother, started screaming, and everyone in the house gathered. Michael immediately grabbed a gun and shot the bear, but by then, it had already taken Kellyanne's life. Whatever the case, this incident was truly horrifying. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.